On a global note, the IMF Managing Director, Kristalina Georgieva, warned of a challenging global economic outlook with slow medium-term growth, rising trade tensions, and high debt levels. Speaking ahead of the IMF and World Bank meetings, she highlighted the impact of high prices on the poor, the risks posed by the Middle East conflict, and concerns over increased military spending, reducing resources for development aid. Georgieva also emphasized that trade restrictions are cooling global economic growth, but noted some positive developments, including declining inflation and stable labor markets in the US and Europe.
Without tipping the global economy into recession and large-scale job losses.
On another note, International Monetary Fund Managing Director Kristalina Georgieva warned that China must shift towards a consumer-driven economy to avoid dangerously slow growth. In an interview with Reuters, Georgieva said that China's reliance on export-led growth is unsustainable for its large economy and could result in growth falling below 4% in the medium term. Georgieva emphasized that changes are needed to boost consumer confidence, especially following China's real estate crisis.
Starting from the measures that have been taken, they are measures in the right direction. They aim to ease the impact of the real estate crisis on the Chinese economy and revive confidence.
Sort of new mechanisms to try to ease liquidity strain, a different tack.
We have always been saying it as we see it. And in the case of China, we have been analyzing China's policies for many years, and we have been pointing to the deficiencies in some of these policies. More specifically, we have done quite a lot of work on subsidies in China, on the necessity to put state-owned enterprises and private enterprises on equal footing from a competitiveness standpoint.
The National Bureau of Statistics revealed that China's gross domestic product expanded by 4.6% in the third quarter of 2024, marking the slowest pace since early 2023. The Chinese economy grew by 4.8% year-on-year in the first 9 months of 2024, reaching approximately 94.97 trillion yuan, equivalent to $13.33 trillion. Moreover, the economy grew 0.9% on a quarterly basis. Furthermore, China's central bank and financial regulators have urged financial institutions to swiftly implement policies to support the economy and capital markets. The People's Bank of China emphasized boosting credit for the real economy, adjusting interest rates, and implementing new funding schemes to aid the stock market. These efforts follow the central bank's recent measures, including interest rate cuts and a 1 trillion yuan liquidity injection, aimed at helping China reach its 5% growth target for 2024. The bank highlighted the need for coordinated efforts to restore market confidence. Still in China, the National Bureau of Statistics showed that China's home prices fell at the fastest rate in 9 years in September, marking the 16th consecutive month of decline. Prices dropped by 6.1% year-on-year across 70 cities, the largest fall since May 2015, extending the 5.7% decrease seen in August. Despite government's efforts to stabilize the market, prices continue to decline, with major cities like Beijing, Shanghai, and Shenzhen seeing a 0.5% monthly drop in new home prices. Second-hand home prices also fell, signaling ongoing challenges in the property sector's recovery. The Japanese Internal Affairs Ministry said that the inflation eased to 2.4% in September, down from 2.8% in August, as energy price hikes slowed. Despite the slowdown, inflation remained above the Bank of Japan's 2% target, which has been surpassed every month since April 2022. Analysts expect further deceleration in core inflation for October, although the end of electricity subsidies by December may push inflation higher. The Bank of Japan has raised interest rates twice this year, taking initial steps to shift away from its ultra-loose monetary policies. Russian President Vladimir Putin stated that the BRICS group will lead global economic growth in the coming years due to its size and faster growth compared to Western nations. Speaking ahead of a BRICS summit in Kazan, Putin emphasized the group's potential to challenge Western dominance in politics and trade. He highlighted the expansion of BRICS to include Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, and the UAE, as well as great sovereignty. Putin also urged investment in technology, infrastructure, and new transport projects linking Eurasia and Africa.
Я хочу вас поблагодарить. Успехов в вашей благородной работе. Спасибо большое. По итогам текущего года средние темпы экономического роста в БРИКС прогнозируются на уровне 4%. Это выше как темпов в странах «семерки», там всего 1,7%, и общемировые темпы будут 3,2%. Ну, прогноз.